Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Sunday Night Football.
Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing on first down. Boom. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And he'll take these to about the 24, a gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Four yards the pickup, first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They go to Elliott again, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Looking to throw. Boom. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Boom. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. That is caught by Lamb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Take it in for a Cowboy score. great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before break. Boom. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. Jalen Hurts leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And some room to maneuver. much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Looking to throw. Boom. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Boom. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down he'll go at the 25. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Darius Williams in there to make the tackle. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Inside give to Elliott. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for the Cowboys, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.